And I think that Robin said she needed it for the weekend.
Well, why didn't she ask me to send it? I mean, you've got a lot going on.
Oh, well, I didn't really get into any of that with her. I think she was probably afraid that you wouldn't know what a pink mohair cardigan is.
True, I'd probably end up packing everything pink in her closet.
Yeah.
Listen, I was on my way out. You know where Robin's room is?
Yeah, I let myself out.
Whoa, wait a minute. Wait, Brenda. I forgot. Miranda is staying in Robin's room for a while. You may want to wait until...
Oh, is she sleeping?
No, she's out for a while.
Oh.
She probably didn't pack many pink things that you would mistake for Robin's.
Exactly. I know exactly the sweater that I'm looking for.
Okay.
Okay.
Brenda, I'm sorry.
How what?
About how everything's changed for you now that she's here. And you're not the only one.
Is that how you do it?
Yeah. Or, if you want to work your legs out, you can use this part.
Huh. I've never had anybody show me that. Are you a personal trainer?
No. I've just spent a lot of time on one of these damn machines or another.
Oh, a bodybuilder, huh?
Rebuilder. I had an accident a few years back, and I spent a lot of time in physical rehab.
Well, you'd never know it.
Thanks. They tell me I'm a miracle of modern surgery.
Is that why... Oh, never mind. I'm a very nosy person.
Oh, hell. I'll tell anything to a complete stranger. Is that why I what?
Is that why you have trouble sleeping? Because of the accident? I mean, I know a little bit about, well, not physical rehab, but the kind of thing that gives you nightmares that you cannot shake.
Yeah. It was like that at first. I don't really have, what you call nightmares anymore. Just this sense, right as I'm dropping off to sleep, that I may never wake up again. That something terrible is going to happen. And the only way to prevent it is by not closing my eyes. But yeah, I suppose on some level it's my body remembering the explosion.
I'm sorry. You know what? We are about to become not perfect strangers. You're Miranda, aren't you?
I don't understand why you'd say everything's changed.
All right, you know best.
Would I?
It's just a figure of speech, Brenda.
No, Mac. Cat got your tongue. That's a figure of speech. Everything's changed means everything's changed. I don't understand why Miranda being dead or alive would have anything to do with how I feel about Jax or what Jax means to me.
Did I say it did?
Didn't you? You knew them then. Am I missing something?
That's for Jax to say, not me.
Well, the cat seems to have gotten his tongue, too. I really do appreciate all this sympathy and all this support that you're giving me and that everyone else is giving me. I just wish someone would tell me what it's for. I feel like my wedding turned into my funeral, and I'm the dead wife.
All I can say is give it time. Sorry, I'm not good at giving advice I probably wouldn't even take myself. I don't know when Miranda will be back.
Oh, that's okay. I'll be quick. It's not like I want to run into her or anything.
If you want to leave Robin's sweater out, I'll have someone send it in the morning.
Sorry, Robin.
Jones, maybe Mac has mentioned me to you?
My mind's just stood since I got here.
Oh, it's funny because he can't stop talking about you. Oh, no, that didn't really come out right. I've known Mac for a very long time, and he told me about what happened to you way back. He's never forgiven himself.
Well, I have. And after all, he was my very first husband.
Huh?
Oh, I'm sorry. I bet he didn't tell you how we met, did he?
No, he never mentioned marriage.
Well, it's kind of hard to explain. No, it's not. I hired him. You know, there were some people that were trying to... I didn't do anything. I just...
You needed help.
Right. I needed to not be found. So, Mac and I posed as a young, charming married couple. Actually, Mac was charming and I was sort of nervous.
Huh? I've used him for the same exact cover as that. Actually, we've worked together. We've been private investigators in our own business. And he's helped me out of several sticky situations, too.
He's the best, isn't he? I mean, there's no one I love the way I love Mac.
True, Mac is easy to like. Maybe not so easy to know.
Well, who else, after all these years, would take one look at me, completely unrecognizable, and greet me with open arms, no questions asked? I mean, it was as if no time had passed at all. That's a friend. Best friend I ever had.
Closing time in 10 minutes, ladies.
Why don't we work out again? So that I don't have to work out alone.
That'd be nice. You know, you're the first person since I've been to Port Charles who doesn't seem to want me to disappear.
My Miranda, my wife. I sit here watching you sleep, imagining your dreams, almost jealous you have a place to go that I can't share. But maybe I do, and you share mine. Your face is red from the wind on the beach today. When you went in, I sat and stared at our names you wrote in the sand. I wanted to save them from the tide, but it took them away. Our names and the heart you drew around them. And then I realized, Miranda and Jax are now part of the ocean, and we will always hear it tumble our names together in great waves of excitement whenever we choose to listen. I just wanted you to know that. That, and I love you. Oh, how I will always love you. Always and forever. My Miranda. Jax. My dear Miranda, you've only just left, and here I am. The sheets are still warm.
I believe those are mine. Just give them to me. They're all there.
How dare you barge into my room and go through my personal belongings? And don't try to tell me that these were out on the dresser, because I know exactly where they were. Is there anything else that you'd like to see while you're here? You know, like maybe a bank statement or my medical records?
Oh, you travel with those too? Let me tell you something. First of all, this is not your room. This is my friend Robin's room. And as far as barging in, now you know how it feels.
Oh, I see. So this isn't just neurosis on parade. This is revenge. I mean, never mind that you have so much and I have so little. I don't even have a ring or pictures. Yes, I was married to the man, but what do I have to show for it? This is all I have left. You know how it feels to know that you touched them. Let alone Brenda. They're just letters, aren't they? Really? Backwards to be considerate of your feelings. I said not a word to you or anyone about my time with Jax. Did you find out what you wanted to tell me in these letters?
Do you feel better now? I don't think so. If you got your feelings hurt, you asked for it.
You think I'm going to cry myself to sleep over those letters? I mean, they're very sweet, Miranda, but
There's nothing to be threatened about, is there?
Threatened? You know, when I was 16, there was this sweet boy who used to write me letters like that. His heart had wings. His heart had legs. His heart beat like the crashing waves. They were great.
You break in here, and you rifle through my luggage, and you paw my personal letters, and then you have the nerve to ridicule the contents?
No, I'm not. I'm sure it was a very important adolescent relationship for you.
Who the hell do you think you're kidding? Not threatened? Well, if you feel your hold on Jax is slipping, don't expect me or my letters to tell you how to keep his attention.
Oh. Wow. I wouldn't sell myself short if I were you, Miranda. Because you are pretty good at attention getting, aren't you? Let's see, you decide to show up and surprise your ex, and it just happens to be on his wedding day. And then you run out and say, oops, I'm so sorry. But then you stayed, didn't you? And you're staying in the house of a man he hates. What do you think you're going to do, pat around here in your slippers, and one by one everyone in this town is going to come and help you brush off your coffin? And I bet you think that eventually Jack's going to find out how sad you look. And you actually look a little lifelike. I did learn something from those letters. I learned that your old high school romance can't touch what Jax and I have now. So if I were you, I would pack my bags and head on back to your little convalescent hospital down by the sea. And I do hope that you can recuperate there from making such a fool out of yourself.
You think I'm scheming, Brenda? You think I'm lying up here at night, hatching plots to get my man back?
Go right ahead.
I'll tell you what. If I was, I'd have a lot more ammunition now. You know, you may be the snoop, but I'm the one who's made the big discovery. I thought you and Jax were perfectly happy and secure in your relationship. But if your marriage is so rock solid, what are you doing here? And if I really wanted him back, why would I leave now?
You want to stick around here? You be my guest. You want to pick a fight with me, Miranda? You better be ready for me, honey, because I don't do dead. And I want you to remember something. I don't sleep with Jack's letters. I sleep with him.
How can you belittle what you don't understand? Why don't you just leave? I mean, what exactly did I ever do to you?
Because of you. I don't even know if I'm still married to my husband anymore.
Well, at least your wedding's outnumbered
But
mine.
if I ever had any doubts about you, I can definitely put them to rest, because I now know that nobility definitely wasn't the reason for your life as a corpse. Because now I really know, don't I, how secure and happy you two were together. Because you couldn't even tell him the truth. You were so afraid that he would take one look at your face and go running in the other direction. So you thought you'd let his daddy take care of you and pay your way until you were all stitched up and pretty and pink like a peach? That's a pretty secure relationship, Miranda. You had to stay in hiding until you were pretty again.
You know, I'm trying very hard to remind myself that you don't know what you're saying.
Yeah, well, don't remind yourself. You want to hit me? Go ahead. Go for it. You want to, don't you?
Miranda, I saw your light on. Brenda? I thought you were going to get Robin's sweater and leave.
Sweater. No. She found what she was looking for, only it was in my suitcase.
You went through Miranda's things?
I'm sorry, Mac. You knew she was in here? Well, then I guess an arrest for breaking and entering is out of the question, isn't it?
Miranda, I'm sorry. I had no idea she would go through your things.
Of course you didn't. I'm all right. I just need to be alone right now.